What is up YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of the Singles Battle Spot series. Today we are using the team of Greninja, Charizard, Aegislash, Leftovers, Zapdos, and Tyranitar. This was my team that I did use in the Ultra Kalos Classic, and if you haven't watched that, go check it out. But it is a team that I used to get 1700s, which it was a pretty fun team. Obviously, it's not built for Singles Battle Spot, and actually I just played a few games because I haven't played Singles in about 2 weeks. And I got completely destroyed. And well, one of the factors is this team, of course, wasn't built for singles battle spot. It was built for that competition because I think it had a decent matchup against a lot of the mods in that format. In this format, we got Tapus, Mimikyu, Como. I kept losing to some of those stuff, and I was like, I don't have a way out of this. Here we have a Hydreigon, Galvantula, Aegislash, Blaziken, Mimikyu, and the Lele. So, what do I want to go here? I don't really care if webs are up, do I? Not really. I think Charizard could do some work. I kind of like Aegislash as a lead here. I don't have good switches into Hydreigon. That's going to be a pain. Also, I don't have good switches into Blaziken. Ooh, there's also, I could bring Gliscor, but Gliscor's only useful against one Pokemon. I think I'm going to have to sacrifice a good Blaziken matchup for this. I believe Blaziken wasn't allowed in the Ultra Kalos Classic because it wasn't in the... Yeah, it wasn't in the Pokedex, I remember. We got Speed Boost with Blaziken, and it wasn't legal until Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Yeah. So, Galvantula is going to lead, so my opponent's is screaming, I'm going to set up webs, but I think I'm okay with that right now. So, going to lead Aegislash here. And I think I'm going to play a little bit of a defensive game with Toxic, King Shield, and try to get a sub up. So Sticky Web is going to come out. It only affects one Pokemon really, and that's going to be my Greninja unless I switch out Aegislash. But Aegislash is going to be slow, so it won't really rely on that too much, so I don't think it's too bad here. As let's see what my opponent's going to go for after. I do get the Toxic off, so this Galvantula is just here to set up its webs. Actually, I kind of want to use Galvantula because a fast webs user sounds clean. Because the last one I used was a Rock Grenade, and it was pretty slow. Ooh, my opponent hard switches out into Blaziken. Oh, that's not a fun Pokemon to deal with. Are you Z? No, you're Mega. I think I'm going to set up a substitute. I'm not sure if you hard Flare Blitz right away. I could see a Swords Dance potentially, but I wouldn't see a Flare Blitz straight off into Blaziken when I could easily just King Shield again. So I wonder if my opponent's actually going to go for it. No, it has Earthquake instead. This is going to hurt. But it shouldn't. I don't think it does 75%. Yeah, it doesn't do 75%, thankfully. Thankfully. I do get my sub up. And I was hoping Greninja could handle this Blaziken in the back. Not the greatest. Do I value Toxic or do I value Shadow Ball more? I mean, might as well just King Shield again. Unless this Blaziken has like Sub or Baton Pass, I should be good here. Gonna be Earthquake once again, which is fine. Okay, so actually Earthquake, Fighting Move, Fire Move, King Shield. Might not have a way to actually touch my Charizard in the back. I might be able to set up on this Blaziken potentially, but I don't think that's worth the risk. I think I'm going to just go fire off a Shadow Ball because I think immediate damage is something I prioritize more on the Blaziken because Toxic just takes up too much time. And I don't think if I Toxic King Shield stall enough, it'll put it in range of my Water Shuriken from my what's it called? From my Greninja. So, let's see. I am going to go for a Shadow Ball right here. I don't even know if that's going to be enough. Well, since you keep going for Earthquake, and I don't see a reason why you wouldn't go for Earthquake here. Should I just go? No, I should never risk Charizard in my opinion. You know what? I'm gonna throw off another Shadow Ball and just get Greninja here. Aegislash's job is pretty much done at this point. So Aegislash is gonna go down, which is fine. Now I think I have to go hard Greninja here, and I think I have to go for like a Scald or something. I can go for Water Shuriken. I think Lele might be in the back though. Well, if it's Lele in the back, I think I'm in an okay spot. Actually, yeah, if I can get a Flame Charge off, I'd be in a good spot. I'm gonna go for Water Shuriken. You're just gonna protect. Okay, so you're scouting what I'm using. Okay, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna draw off a Scald here because if my opponent has Lele, you might decide going to Lele is your best play. And I could definitely see that, so I think I will go for the Ice Beam here. Oh wait, I meant to go for Scald. I meant to go for Scald because if Blaziken stays in, could still be problematic. That was dumb. I should've just went for Scald. Not exactly the hot spot that I really want. Yep, because it stays in. Should've just Scalded. The game might come down to Compound Eyes on the Galvantula. Yeah, there's like absolutely no reason to Ice Beam there. I guess if my opponent gives me Blaziken, I'm still in the same spot, but if it's Lele in the back, I'm still in a frustrated spot. I wonder who you go out into afterward. I think it would be Galvantula, but maybe you reveal your last Pokemon, and if you reveal your last Pokemon, maybe I'm in a decent spot still. I don't know, I think it would have to be like Lele. I think it would have to be Choice Scarf. Because if that's the case, I could win this game. I could actually win this game with Flame Charge Charizard, depending on that last Pokemon. So if I have my Water Shuriken here, I'm not sure if he brought Lele at this point, but I feel like Lele does so much damage to my team, I don't see a reason not to. Water Shuriken will finish off the Blaziken. And now it comes down to my opponent's Pokemon. I'm hoping Lele comes in, but if it's Galvantula, I'm still in a bit of a sticky situation. Hydreigon comes out. Okay, this isn't actually too bad, depending on its set. I'm going to go for a Water Shuriken because there's no way Greninja is going to be surviving this attack. So if I can get the damage off in the Hydreigon, Water Shuriken into Flame Charge into Hidden Power Ice might be able to finish off the Hydreigon, which is what the endgame has to. Why do you only get 2 hits when it matters? Come on. Alright, here comes the Flash Cannon. Interesting to see Flash Cannon there if any other option. I wonder what Hydreigon set this is, because if it's Scarf, like, I'm actually pretty comfortable in my position. If it's Specs, still worried, but I think it's not as bad. And I have to Flame Charge here. This Hydreigon's going to retreat, so I think it is Scarf. Galvantula is going to come out, which I do have Flame Charge for, so this is going to come down really close. I wish I had Focus Blast this one time, but, like, you know what? Hidden Power Ice came in handy throughout the IC, so I'll definitely take it. Although apparently I didn't need to Hidden Power Ice as much because Mega Salamence wasn't legal in the format apparently. I thought it was, but it wasn't. So Flame Charge is going to come out into the Galvantula. Doesn't pick up the knockup, but the Toxic will. And there's no way the Hydreigon has a chance to outspeed me. So it comes down to 1, can I knock out the Hydreigon, which is very unlikely. But 2, it really comes down to the second option. Does Hydreigon have a way to knock out Charizard? Charizard Y has an incredible special defense. So this Hydreigon has to have like some kind of really powerful Z move or something. I don't know if Darkian would finish out Charizard. I kind of doubt it. I think it has to be like Draco, if anything. Or it has to be Specs. So this battle really is coming down to the wire. It really comes down to what my opponent decides to do. I will go for a Hidden Power. It is a 2-shot as Dark Pulse. Okay, that's not going to secure it. If my opponent had Draco Meter, you won, because that's Specs damage. Or maybe my opponent didn't have Draco Meter. Maybe it's like Dragon Pulse. Or maybe it's Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, Flamethrower, Earth Power. I don't know, but we are able to finish out the Hydreigon, and that's going to be a good game. I think that was definitely Choice Locked Hydreigon. I'm really actually surprised my opponent brought out a Choice Locked Hydreigon, because I feel like if you brought out Galvantula, you could have easily just won the game right there. Maybe my opponent... I don't know, because it doesn't make much sense, right? Because if you're fearing like a Charizard X sweep in the end game, if you bring out Galvantula, like just bring out Hydreigon and click Draco Meteor. Well, either way, your end game didn't cover really Charizard X at all, I think. It really didn't cover anything at all. Unless you have Dragon Pulse and you go for Dragon Pulse twice. But even then, I don't know. That's a little bit difficult to say. But we got our second opponent from Italy, Argento. With the team of Tapu Koko, Kangaskhan, Xurkitree, Tapu Fini, Porygon 2, and Pheromosa. Why does this look like sort of a VGC team? It really does. Okay, so Aegislash is really solid against my opponent's team. So is my Gliscor, and I need something that can check the Fini. Maybe Charizard, because Charizard Flame Charge could do it. Or Zapdos. Zapdos is pretty bulky overall. I do want to lead Aegislash, because I think Aegislash is a good lead against my opponent. Definitely want Gliscor in the back, and the question is, what is my last Pokemon? Charizard can sweep in this end game if I get a Flame Charge off, so I think I will go Charizard. I am a little bit worried about switching potential. I think maybe I could have covered that with my Zapdos, but we'll find out here. Because yeah, there are definitely some potential options here for my opponent. And I'm trying to charge my 3DS. It's not working. There we go. But yeah, I think this game is going to come down to... One, the Misty Terrain is going to be annoying to fight because I don't have my own Tapu to change terrain, so I won't be able to get like a Toxic off immediately if Fini comes out at any time, which is going to make this a little bit difficult, which is why I was thinking Zapdos, because Zapdos can provide consistent results against Fini. While Charizard, I'm going to have to rely on being in the sun with Solar Beam to really rely on taking down the Fini. So let's see what my opponent opts for as the lead. Aegislash will lead here against the Pheromosa. Okay, Pheromosa. Drill is the only move that can touch me, so I think you might U-turn here, or you might Drill Run. Now, I'm not going to risk a Tectonic Rage Pheromosa. I'm not. I'm going to go for King Shield, like a smart man would, and see what this Pheromosa has to offer. It's just going to be U-turn, which is fine. Okay. So now I can go for Sub, or I could go for Toxic. I think Sub is a good mid-ground play overall. So I will go for Sub here, as U-turn going to come out, which is fine. That's a 6, because it's Quad resisted, -2 Pheromosa. Pheromosa out of here. So I do know Pheromosa is in the back, so I do need to keep Aegislash decently around, or I need to get that Flame Charge off. What's coming in? Could be that Fini, as I mentioned before. It's going to be the Tapu Koko instead, though. Okay. So I'm curious on what kind of Tapu Koko set this is. I will go for Sub here. And I think I will go for King Shield here. Yeah, I'll go for King Shield. I want to see what this Tapu Koko decides to go for. So I'll play a little bit of a defensive game of Aegislash. Just wait out and see what my opponent's going to do. Get a little bit of recovery back. We're going to see the Taunt come out. Oh, I wish I fired off Shadow Ball. Very nice Taunt. I wonder if it's Taunt HP Ice. I do want to see if it is that case. I'm going to be forced to draw for Shadow Ball, which isn't too bad here. As a Volt Switch is going to come out. Okay. Taunt, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt? I wonder if it has Thunderbolt or not. It's Life Orb top of Coco too. I really wish I went for Shadow Ball then. What's coming out though, because nothing really appreciates this. Porygon. That thing's annoying to face. Actually, I really regret not going for Shadow Ball earlier into Coco. This Porygon's gonna be so troublesome for my team to deal with because I don't have a good answer to this Porygon. So I can go for like a switch here. Oh jeez. If it has Shadow Ball or Ace Beam or anything, I can throw off any of those attacks right here. I'm gonna go hard into my Gliscor, then go back into Aegislash, try to get Toxic off, but this is not looking good right here. It's not looking good right here. So I'm gonna retreat Aegislash here, go out into Gliscor. And let's see what my opponent decides to do. It's going to be... Oh, it traces poison. Oh, flip. And it makes the read. Maybe I should sack Charizard then, because Charizard wasn't too necessary to win this game. That's actually broken. I'm gonna go Charizard here. Because I can't Toxic the Porygon too. I just can't. It's impossible for me to get the Toxic off in the Porygon too. So I'm gonna Flame Charge and try to secure my victory by going for multiple Flamethrowers at this point. But even then, I'm not even sure if I can beat down the Porygon 2 at this rate. Let's see here. Charizard, it stays in, so I wonder if it does have Flamethrower. I mean, Thunderbolt. I wouldn't be surprised if it has Thunderbolt. Speed Rise. Oh, just Toxic. Okay. That was probably it was just a really dumb move of me. I forgot Trace doesn't activate on the Aegislash, so it activated on the Gliscor. Flamethrower here. And there's no way this Porygon's switching out because my opponent doesn't have any good switching. So I'm going to need like crits or something. I mean, I am doing a lot of damage actually. Hold up. That Flamethrower is doing a little bit more than my opponent might be thinking. So if Flamethrower is doing more, I wish I had Fire Blast at this point because Fire Blast would be covering more damage on the Porygon too. If I get one crit, it might be game over for the Porygon. I think I'm doing slightly a little bit more. But the sun's gonna wear out soon, which is a problem. I feel like I'm doing 50%. I feel like I'm doing exactly 50%. I think I need a crit. And even then, I think I need 2 in a row. Oh, baby, gets a crit. That's a crit. That's beautiful. Yeah, I still don't think I can beat down the Porygon, unfortunately. The Toxic Recover, Ice Beam. I don't know if you... What's your last one? I don't know if it's Trick Room. I don't think it is. Flamethrower. Come on, give me another crit because I can win with... Oh, I don't even need the crit. Okay, that's actually really good. Sun fades, but I don't think I need the sun to knock out anything. Charizard survives, which is good. Coco's in range. Pheromosa, I'm still okay. Okay, this is still a winnable game. This is still a winnable game. Pheromosa comes out. I don't know if you're Sash or not. Just fire for Flamethrower. Because there's no way Charizard's getting another attack off after this game. I wonder if it's Scarf Pheromosa. I kind of doubt it, but we'll find out. It's not, so I do get a Flamethrower off. Might be a Sash variant. Yeah, it's Sash. Goes for the U-turn. Okay. So knocks out my Charizard. Coco's gonna come out. How much health was the Coco at? Oh no, it's too healthy. I think I'd still lose this game to Coco. I mean, I'll go for sub here on the taunt, because you should always taunt here. Yep. The reason I didn't want Shadow Ball is because I think if I want a chance, I'm going to have to hope that the Life Orb hit plus Shadow Ball can be enough to finish off the Coco. And then hope Pheromosa doesn't have Drill Run in the end game. Although you could just... Actually, no. You just Volt Switch, sack Pheromosa, then you can Volt Switch or Thunderbolt again. Yeah. That's always your play. So, very nicely played for my opponent. I shouldn't have gave my opponent a toxic poison heal, because poison heal screwed me over big time. Imagine if Porygon 2 actually got an ability in poison heal or a sticky hold. Those would actually be broken. That would actually be broken. Shadow Ball gonna finish off the Pheromosa, because you just wouldn't be able to knock out Porygon. You really wouldn't be able to knock out Porygon. Okay, maybe if the Coco's only move is Volt Switch and Aegislash miraculously survives somehow, but at this point it's looking very lackluster here. I mean, it's the last turn of Tom, but it doesn't change if you have Thunderbolt. Yep, it's just a Thunderbolt. That should be able to knock out Aegislash with the Life Orb. Yeah, there's no way I'm living that. Yep, Aegislash goes down. That's going to be a good game. So very well played to my opponent. The that poison, that trace, the trace, I completely forgot about it activating, so that ended up screaming because I really want to toxic off the I really want to get a toxic off later in the game against the Porygon. I guess what I really should have done was sack Charizard, if anything, because I could have went Charizard, switched out Charizard back into Aegislash, went for toxic instead of risking the Gliscor. I thought Shadow Ball might have came out, so what I was thinking is maybe I could get my Toxic Orb off early. But yeah, it ended up not working out for me, unfortunately, and yeah. I wonder what the last move is. I'm guessing it was Gleam. It might have been HP Ice though. But yeah, we'll look for one more game. Hopefully it's going to be a short one, as we find a 1548 rated player from Japan as our last opponent, with the team of Lucario, Mimikyu, Hippowdon, Charizard, Aegislash, and Greninja. Oh, this looks tough. Looks tough. Wow. They really haven't given me any friendly matchups for this. Greninja's not great. I think I gotta go Aegislash. I think Tyranta for the Charizard. And I think I need my own Charizard because Charizard can sweep in the end game. Greninja's pretty poor in this matchup just because it can't do much damage. Gliscor doesn't do much other than Lucario, and if it's a Charizard X, but it could be Charizard X or Charizard Y. I would say closer to Y, but you know, I can't exactly confirm. And Zapdos, yeah, it's just not really that great in this matchup, especially if it's Charizard X. So, gonna bring these Pokemon and see how it goes. Mimikyu is like the one Pokemon that really can screw me over, because that's like the one Pokemon that's so troubling, especially since I don't know what Z-move it is. It really comes down to, I think, against this team, what kind of Mimikyu the set is, because if it's the Mimikyu, I think I'm okay, because Aegislash can kind of beat that. But if it's not, yeah, we'll see here. Let's see. So, that character, I don't know. That character reminds me of like an anime design. I can't remember who I'm thinking of. Greninja's gonna lead here, okay, against Aegislash. Greninja's also a really strong choice. My team is really weak to Greninja. Pretty much every team in the Classic was weak to Greninja. I don't see a reason not to King Shield and just scout for what kind of Greninja this set could be. We're going to see Greninja hard retreat though. Is that Charizard coming in? No, it's a Hippowdon. Okay. I think I want to sub The reason I want to sub is because I think getting a sub up is to avoid a yawn. Because every Hippowdon I face so far has gone for yawn. So I'll try to get a sub up. Because if I can get a sub up, that's really good here. Gets up rocks, that's fine too. Actually, no, I would have preferred to get the Toxic off if that was the case, if you were just going to go for rocks. So, it's going to be annoying for my Charizard. It's definitely going to be annoying for my Charizard, but it's not too bad still. I'm going to go for Toxic here. Or maybe I should have went for Shadow Ball, because I really just have no idea what this Hippowdon's going to go for. Maybe a Whirlwind if it has it. Or does it just go for a Earthquake to break my sub? Which I could definitely see too. It is Roar. Doesn't Hippowdon get Whirlwind? I feel like Whirlwind would be better. It luckily brings out Tyranitar and not the Charizard, so I'm actually pretty thankful for that. I could get my rocks up here to start wearing down the Greninja and the Charizard potentially in the back, so I'll just get on my rocks. If you want to Roar, that's fine. I could get potentially my Charizard in. Yeah, I could potentially get my Charizard in. My Tyranitar being weakened is not good against Charizard X though, but we'll find out. Gonna get my rocks up. And what's Hippowdon gonna go for? Yawn, Earthquake, Whirlwind once again. It's gonna be Yawn this time, okay. So I wonder if you're yawning me because you're really worried about the Charizard in the back. I think that pretty much secures my thought that Charizard would be in the back if you're gonna go for Yawn and try to put this Tyranitar to sleep. Gonna retreat here into my Aegislash because I should be able to easily take the attack from Hippowdon at this range. It's gonna be Yawn once again, so my opponent's forcing me to switch, but I'm not taking too much damage from this. So I think it's okay. Sandstorm subsides too, which is nice. I wonder if you're gonna Yawn again, because if you go for Yawn, well, even if I set up with Aegislash, it's kind of pointless, right? I wonder if you're going to ever click Earthquake soon, because if you click Earthquake, I want to go into Charizard. If you want to click Yawn or Whirlwind or something, I think Tyranitar is always my play. I think I'm going to go Tyranitar here. I'll reset the Sand, sure, but at this point, I kind of need Aegislash to help out against the Greninja if possible. Because at this rate, I'm not sure my own Charizard's going to be able to do enough work to the Greninja, as we're going to see Yawn again. Okay. I'm just wondering, what's the point of going for all these Yawns? Again, back in the Aegislash, my Tyranitar is still decently healthy here. It really comes down to the Greninja moveset, I feel like. If it's Scald, I'm okay. If it's Hydro Pump, I'm in trouble. If it's Rock Slide, I'm still in trouble. Aegislash. I really wish I did go for sub, though. Here comes the Earthquake, finally gonna come out from this Hippowdon. Doing a good amount to my Aegislash. Yeah, Hippowdon is pretty weakened. Oh, it has a berry though, which is not good. And I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm out of range for my sub. I'll fire off a Shadow Ball here. Because I think you're going to Yawn or Earthquake. I think you would Yawn here. Yeah, I think you would Yawn here, if anything. Oh, you're going to Roar. Okay, that works. Tyranitar is going to come back out. Okay. I forgot if how it works is Roar, Whirlwind, whirls you out to your next Pokemon, or if it's just at random. I guess it could just be at random, but let's see what my opponent's going to bring out here. Might be the Greninja. Or Charizard. I really just don't know if you're going to bring out Charizard now. I also don't know what kind of Charizard it is. That's a good thing to note. Greninja going to come out, so I'm assuming it's Charizard in the back. I do want to go for Stone Edge here. Or should I just sack Aegislash? Because I'm thinking maybe just sack Aegislash. It's tough no matter what. I'm gonna sack my Aegislash. This is tough no matter what, but I'm gonna sack Aegislash here. The reason I'm gonna sack Aegislash is because I think I'm gonna need to free switch into my Tyranitar, into my Charizard. Oh, it's Rock Slide. And I survive. Are you Scarf Greninja? You might be Scarf Greninja. You might be Scarf Physical, and that's why you went for these. Let's see if you go for Rock Slide again. I think you would. It might be Scarf. If it gets the same roll as last time, I might actually be good. The reason I might be good is because now I can guarantee a Toxic off. Well, if I survive with the same amount of HP. Which is absolutely huge, because if I can get a Toxic off, I can force a Greninja to maybe switch. Yeah, you're Scarf. Okay, I do live. I land. Beautiful. Okay, that last Pokemon should be the Charizard. So I can see Charizard coming out now because he can't beat my Aegislash this way. I think you're forced to retreat here on the expected King Shield. So I'm going to Toxic. Yes, okay. Nice, nice. Getting the Charizard Toxic is absolutely huge. Please don't miss Toxic Aegislash. This is such a big number. That's not optimal. That number's not optimal for rocks. But then again, so is mine. I didn't notice my HP was odd. Okay. Oh, that's such a big relief. Okay, I think we're coming back. We're definitely coming back here. If you're Roos, so be it. The Toxic is gonna wear you down eventually, so I'm still okay. I'll just keep going for King Shield here. Oh boy, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. It is Charizard X. No surprise. I'm gonna King Shield just to see what this Charizard really wants to do here. If you Roost, that's okay. It's not the best thing for me, but it's not the worst, I guess. Flame Charge, okay. So you lower this physical attack by 2. Heal back with a bit of leftovers. Okay, Aegislash, you are looking strong here. And I'll get in my Tyranitar here. Because one, I get to keep Aegislash alive, get in my Tyranitar, because keeping Aegislash alive prevents me from getting swept by a Rock Slide sweep from the Greninja. Flame Charge once again. Good. The Toxic is wearing down the Charizard. And I'm actually going to go hard my Charizard because really I don't think at this point... If it's physical Greninja, I'm hoping it doesn't have a War type move. Well, even if it does, I think I'm okay. So I'm going to go Charizard here. Outrage. Ooh, this is going to KO me. That might have been a bad option. I was really expecting Earthquake more than anything. Oh, that might have been a bad option. I mean, I still have my Aegislash. And the Greninja is Scarf, because I don't think it wouldn't be Scarf otherwise. Let's see. Greninja gonna come out. The question is, do you have a move that can knock out both my Aegislash and Tyranitar? I'm gonna King Shield here. I might need a double in this end game if the Greninja has a War type move. I don't know what kind of Greninja set this is though. I'm gonna King Shield. U-turn. Are you trying to make me feel secure about keeping my Aegislash, or do you just not have a move that can touch Aegislash? 10 plus poison is wearing you down. 2 more turns of Sandstorm. I'm gonna go Tyranitar though. U-turn wouldn't knock me out. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're Scarf anyway, so I'm pretty sure Aegislash just wins the game. But, you know, just to be a little bit safe, I'm gonna go Tyranitar here, because Tyranitar should be fine. Yeah, U-turn, and then I think I should survive. Yeah, I'd survive pretty easily. Wonder what this Greninja moveset is. I'm guessing U-turn, Rock Slide, Ice Beam, maybe Low Kick. So you were forced to go for that play. And I'm just gonna crunch. Because 2 turns of poison should be enough to finish off the Greninja at this point. If it's Zemu Greninja, I will laugh. If it's Zemu Greninja and it knocks out my Aegislash with King Shield, oh boy, that would be funny. But let's go Aegislash here. Go for the King Shield. And yes, that should be it. King Shield here. On the U-turn. It is Scarf. I mean, I just didn't want anything to go wrong. And I think this was my best play possible. Because my opponent could have been baiting me to be Scarfed this entire time. And just thought it was a good time to set up Charizard X. So, Greninja will fall. And that will be the end. We go 2-1 in today's episode. Really big turn, I think, was like when Greninja came out and decided to go for a Rock Slide. Because Rock Slide just invited my Aegislash in. And luckily, Aegislash was able to survive the Rock Slide. So I was able to get a Toxic off. Then I was able to catch the Charizard X on the switch in with that Toxic. And that pretty much was like... Oh man, that was just so game changing right there. But thank you all for tuning in today's episode of the Singles Battle Spot. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. Shows your support. As well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social medias, these side series on the channel, my main series on the channel, and all that will be linked down below. As well as feel free to leave a comment down below. And of course, feel free to check out the Ultra Kalos Classic where this team was originally made for. But otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, people. And until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.